let's write this one. So what is that? So about the narrowing, so how it will going to do? Nothing but downcasting I'm taking. Okay, float value I'm taking. So I will going to say something float value like what we'll say float number. I will say float number. Okay, float number. This is the variable. Provide some number, float number, any number. But I told you very clearly, when you are mentioning a float number, you have to mention the f. Okay, after initializing a value, something like I will going to provide 14.2 f. This is the way you have to do it while you are initializing a value to float. Okay, you are initializing a value to float data type, that is float number here 14.2f. It will understand very clearly. Otherwise, sir, okay sir, if I'm not going to give this one as f here, by default it will going to understand it is double type. Even though you have mentioned here, see, even though you have mentioned, I know you have mentioned very clearly what is that, that is float, but still it will going to understand it's a double. Okay, still it will going to understand it's a double like that. So to avoid that confusion, so you have to mention the f here. So then it will clearly understand it's a float here. Okay, it's a float here. So what I will going to do, guys, I think everybody understood. Now I will going to make it changes here. Float type I will going to convert into integer. Float type I will going to convert into integer. Basically how we will do, so that is what integer. Okay, take some number integer, I will going to say value. So that is my variable. Again provide some value, any value. So but already we have a value, yes or not? I will take instead of taking, okay, that's okay, no problem, doesn't matter. I will paste it. Come on. Come on, yeah. Okay, done. Clear, guys? See here. What I'm doing, I'm taking the float value 14.2f here. I'm taking the float value here. Again, giving this value to this particular variable, that is val. So val is what type this is? Basically integer type. Yes or not? There is a difference between integer and float. Yes or not? There is a difference between integer and float. You will going to find the decimal values in the float, but in integer you will not going to find any kind of decimal values. So this is what we know exactly. So when I run this, I wanted to print the given value to this particular variable, that is val. I wanted to print it. Let's see what is the error. Actually, it is giving error. Okay, so we will see what is that error. I will going to write val. Okay, val here. Just run it. See here, the type mismatch cannot convert from float to integer. Okay, so java training.narrow.main. So this is what exactly you will going to get the error. So by default, it will not going to convert that one. By default, it will not going to convert. So that is the reason why what we have to do here. So the thing is we have to do, that is by default, nothing but from the programmer, he has to mention this float type I am converting into integer. That's it. You have to tell. You have to tell. Okay. See this float type, or I am taking the data float type here. I am taking the data float type. I am converting this one float into integer. Again, complete it will become an integer. That value I am providing into value. Okay, this value. So finally you print the value. Okay, run it. See, getting, but now you can ask me, sir, we are getting 14, sir, we are not getting 14.2. This is what we call it as data loss in the narrowing. Clear, guys? So this is what we call it as, guys, this is what we call it as narrowing. Clear, ma? Everyone clear? Raghu? Okay. Okay, super. I think everybody understood. So widening as well as narrowing, we understood very clearly. Okay. Anybody have doubts? Please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. We will discuss one more thing. Okay, we will discuss one more thing, that is overflow. Okay, so we will discuss one more thing, that is overflow. Again, we will write one more program also. We will going to write one more program. After that, we will wind up this. Guys, you also try something. Okay, you also try something. Okay, I did already, so narrowing I did. You also try something. Try in your laptop, guys. Try in your laptops. Diagnostic value. So here, what kind of typecasting is happening? Here, implicit. Okay, please understand here, implicit. Implicit typecasting is happening. Not implicit, sorry, explicit. 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 Okay, explicit typecasting. Fine, clear, everyone? So this is what final answer you will want to get it. So please write some more example if you want it. You can able to do the so many examples. You take this one. What is that? For example, I will going to take one more. I will going to take here something like double. I will take double. Okay, double. I will take double. Don't mention anything over here. Okay, so understood now the difference between float and double. So if you mention float means you have to mention that particularly f. It says that very clearly. So it is a float up. Otherwise, it will going to understand very clearly. Okay, whatever the value you are providing, everything will be converted into double. So it's a by default, it will take like that in Java. Okay. So now what I will going to do? I will going to convert this double value into integer. Okay. So double value into integer. So now you see, run it. Let's see what is the error. Some kind of error it is giving. See, cannot cast from double to integer. It says that. Okay, cannot cast from double to integer. You need to understand few things. Okay, sometimes you need to understand very clearly. So these are all kind of. It's actually very lengthy one. Okay, double is it takes 8 bytes. Okay, 8 bytes you are putting into integer. Definitely we cannot able to convert. Sometimes you cannot able to convert. So let me make this one as float here. Let's see that one what happens. Float here. Again, I will going to convert this one into float. Still not able to convert. Let's see. I don't think so. It is not required here. Oh, let me see. See, some data you cannot able to convert because the reason is due to the data loss. The problem is due to the data loss, you cannot able to convert those things because it is a very bigger memory. It occupies very bigger memory. You people are trying to convert that one into very lowest memory. So is it possible to fit in that particular memory? So that's why some data types you cannot able to convert it. That is what exactly you need to understand. Again, we will going to see one more program. Okay, we will wind up this. Double. I will want to make this one as float here. Leave like that, no problem. So I will going to take one more example. So that is overflow. I will show you one more example, that is overflow. So create one more class here. Go to training. Again, class overflow. Okay, overflow. Public static void main finish. Guys, you try the that one double to float all those things. If possible, let me know. Okay, if possible, let me know. So you have a assignment. That is your assignment. So now I will going to take something like I will going to take here integer. Okay, provide some value. Okay, I will going to provide the value something like variable you provide first. I will say the variable is a. Something you provide num. Okay, number I will going to say. you provide the value. So what is the value? Any value you provide, something I will going to provide 1000. Okay, 1000 I will going to provide. This is the integer value basically. So overflow is nothing but very simple. I told you, right? In this example, I explained you very clearly. So what happens in the overflow? So I am taking the bigger data type like integer. You can able to see. So this is an integer bucket. Okay, so integer bucket memory. This is think like that. So what I'm taking, I am taking something like byte or bit. Okay, I will take byte or bit. This is the bit memory. Okay, think like that. This is a bit or byte memory. Okay, byte. Okay, so this is integer. Basically, it takes 2 bits, 2 bytes. Okay, byte will going to take 2 bytes. Again, bit will going to take only 1 bit. Okay, so this will going to take integer will going to take basically 4 bytes. Integer it will going to take basically 4 bytes. I wanted to take this data, whatever the data I stored, that is 1000. Yes or not? 1000 is there in this. 1000 liters of water is there. I will going to pour this water. See here, I will going to pour this water into this particular smallest bucket, that is byte bucket. Think like that. This is a byte bucket. Okay, I will going to pour in this. What happens? So maybe it will going to take around 2 bytes of memory. It will going to consume. Okay. So, but the rest of 2 bytes of memory, what happens? It will going to be overflow. It will going to be overflow. Yes or not? So this is what we call it as overflow. Clear? So this is what we call it as overflow. Basically, integer will going to take 4 bytes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 bytes. Okay. These 2 bytes. Again, this will going to take only 2 bytes. Byte will going to take only 2 bytes. Yes or not? Nothing but this much amount of memory, 2 bytes of amount of memory, this byte will going to consume nothing but it has that much of capacity. Only 2 bytes of memory it can able to hold it. Apart from that, if you exceeds, what happens? Immediately data flow. Okay, nothing but overflow will going to happen like this. Yes or not, guys? That is what exactly it will going to happen. So be careful with this one. This is what we call it as overflow. So let me write a small example. That is what exactly I'm writing here. Already I showed you that one, but still it's okay, no problem. I will show you once again. Let's take byte, give some value, val. I will going to say not back, val, value, nothing but value. So directly I will going to say something like byte. I will going to convert the value, number value into byte. So that's why num semicolon. That's it. Clear? Clear everyone? Guys, if you have any doubts related to this, let me know. Okay, so finally what I will going to do here, just you understand. Finally what I will going to do, I will print this one, sys out. Okay, again one more statement I will take, sys out. Okay, see here, see the difference now. You will understand, see the difference. So what I will going to do, I will going to print the values here. I will say the value of num. Okay, num we have now, so that's why the value of num is equal to, so concatenate here, guys, getting? Okay, I'm writing outside the method, that is my problem. That's the reason why it's giving error. Okay, nothing else. Plus, now what I will going to do, I will going to mention num here. Okay, and this is my variable, close it. That's it, done. So this is done. Again, finally what I will going to do, I will going to print here val. Okay, this value. So you are taking 1000 here. Again, you are converting into byte. Again, this converted byte value will be stored into this particular byte value here in this variable val. So now that time, if I print this one, what is the answer you will going to get it? Let's see that one answer. Just I will want to copy this one. I don't want to write once again. That's why I'm a little bit lazy here. Okay, val. Let's run. You can tell me what is the answer we will going to get now. Okay, what is the second answer? First answer I will tell you 1000. What is the second answer? You tell me. Later I will going to run. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Please chat. Don't write in IDs. I know so many people write in IDs. I know that. Answer. Answer. Think and tell me. Don't write in ID and tell me. Think and tell me. Uh, Tell the answer. Let me know. Come on. Raghu. Raghu. Okay, let's see. So basically, we're going to get the answer, different answer. So this one, num value we're going to get, okay, 1000. But this one, what is that? Num value will be 1000. I know that. But basically, according to the cycle, I explained in C and all. So according to the cycle, so byte will going to have a cycle based on that particular type. Okay, to this one, the value will be printed. Basically, the range is 0 to 128, right? The range is 0 to 128. So in that cycle only it will going to print. Let's see the number. What is the number it will going to print? In that cycle it will going to print. So minus 24 it is printing. Okay. So in this cycle, this is the value. Okay. So it is in this cycle, nothing but in the byte value cycle. Okay. So this is the value for 1000 in the byte. Okay, so nothing but what you people are, please understand, you are getting 1000, that is the exact number. When you store this value, integer value, 1000 value into the num, it is giving the value that is 1000 only. But you are converting this 1000 into byte, again you are storing into byte. Then automatically, I told you very clearly, automatically what happens, it will going to change. Okay, nothing but what you can able to see, pure data loss. Yes or not? Pure data loss. Yes or not, pa? Yes or not? Guys, you tell me now. Pure data loss is happening or not? Hmm? So that is what exactly. So you should be very careful. Such kind of things it will going to happen. So that's why you take some programming ninja classes. Nothing but you have to work on those website. Okay, take some problems and do working on that. Fine. So this is what exactly I told you. I am converting this 1000 into byte. Data flow happened. It is giving minus 24. Answer is it is giving 24 instead of giving 1000. Yes or not? Instead of giving 1000, what it is giving? It is giving the answer 24. Purely data loss is happening here. Okay, purely data loss is happening. So that is the reason why these kind of things are very dangerous. But you should be very careful as a programmer if you wanted to join these kind of companies like FANG companies. Okay, if you want to join FANG companies, every part is important. Okay, every part is important. Okay, so that's why this is what we call it as overflow. Okay, overflow. Overflow happened. We don't know this data, we lost it. This much of data, we lost it. Where it went, we don't know. So this is what. Clear, everyone? Guys, everybody clear? I think I nicely explained. Okay, I think I very nicely explained. So this is the best way we can do it. Apart from that, there is nothing else. Okay. So we will write one more small program, guys. Okay, we will going to write one more small program. After that, we will going to finish this one. Okay, small program on this one. Okay, adding lower some lower types. Okay, we will going to write a one program. Then you will understand. I will say something like adding a lower type. See, every program, whatever the programs I will going to write, every program is important. So be careful. So what I will going to do, I will going to take something like byte. Okay, byte. I will going to say num1 I will say that is equal to, you provide some value, any value, something like I will going to provide 12. Again, just copy. I will copy because I'm lazy. So that's fine. This. Okay, I will say this one num2. Yes or not? Num2, I provide some other value here, something like 22. Okay, you provide some other value. So what I will going to do, I will going to compile this one. Okay, nothing but compilation is nothing but I will going to add this one. Okay, I will going to add this one. What I will do, byte. Okay, basically byte data type. I will store this one into variable something like num3. Okay, I will going to say something like num3. Okay, now fine. That is variable. What I will do, I will add this one num1 plus. Please understand these things are very important. Num2. Yes or not? We have num2. Fine. So this is num1. See here. What is the value? 12. Again, this is num2. What is the value? That is 22. So when I add 12, so basically I'm taking the example for previous one. I'm taking the example for previous one. I'm taking 12 and 22. Basically you can able to see both the values. 12 and 22 are integer values. Yes or not? 12 as well as 22 are integer values. When I add the integer value, you will going to get the integer. Now see the magic here and see the actic. Okay, see the headache here. So when I add 12, number 1, when I add 22, number 2, so what happens? You will going to get the value that is 34. Yes or not? 34 you will going to get it. 34 is what is the type that is? You tell me 34, what is the type that is? Basically the type is integer. Yes or not? Yes, of course. Okay, basically the type is integer. But what you are saying, add these two numbers, that is integer, again you store that number into this particular num3. But basically num3 is what here? This is byte data type. Is it possible to convert? Now you tell me, is it possible to convert? Difficult, right? Compiler will not understand this one. I will say num3. Now I will going to run this one. See here. So that is what every program makes you to think. Okay, so you can able to see type mismatch, cannot convert from integer to type. You need to be, so while you are writing a project and all, you need to understand very clearly what I'm doing with the data types and variables. Okay, what I'm doing with the data types as well as variables. You need to be very careful. That's why this is a small program. You can write more programs on this. Okay. So that's what exactly see here. Basically, it is converting into integer. When you had both the values num1 and num2, it will be an integer value, but you are storing into byte. Definitely data loss will going to happen. Okay, that is overflow as well as we will call it as narrowing. Yes or not? Narrowing will going to happen. To avoid this risk. Okay, even though if data loss happens, no problem. To avoid this risk. Okay, so if you want to have an answer, just where we will going to use such kind of things means for encryption, decryption, all those areas we will going to use. We don't want to give the data to third party person. So that time we will going to use this kind of things. Okay, I will going to convert this one. So you add these two numbers, convert it into byte. Finally, it will be in the byte type. Store it into byte. Again, finally, you take the answer. Okay, that's it. Run it. Fine. Guys, got it now? Guys, got it? Easy? And have add fun? Guys, had fun today? Had fun or not? Is it right? This is one kind. Okay. If you want it, see. So instead of okay, what I will do, integer. I will say integer num1. Again, here also I will want to mention integer. Okay, I will have a, what is this? Okay, see here, number 1. Basically, it is an integer. Yes or not? Number 1 is an integer. Again, number 2 is what here? This is also byte type. You are adding both the things, 12 as well as 22. But final decision, you please understand, this is also very tricky one. This is also very tricky one. You can able to see this is also very tricky one. Number one is an integer, but number two is a byte. You will add these two. But finally you are telling that, see, whatever the answer you are giving, you convert that answer into byte value. Okay, again finally you store it into byte. That is what exactly it is saying. Now it compiles and it will going to give you the answer, that is 34. See, 34. Fun is there? Yes or not? Okay, again if you want it here. Now what I will do, I will going to convert this one integer here. See, these are all very simple one. You need to understand here. Again I will store it into integer. You will not going to find any problem because you are taking integer value here, num1. Again num2 you are taking a byte value. Again answer you are converting into integer, but you are storing into integer. Then what is the problem here? Okay, so automatically it runs, it will going to give you the answer. Yes, understanding the variations, guys, understanding the variations. So like that you can do double, all those things. Okay, you can take the double. So suppose example, you take double. Float I will take. Okay, float something like 12.22 f. You have to mention that one. Okay, 12.22 f, you have to mention it. Again float and byte value is there, both the things. So what I will going to do, I will going to add num1, that is a float type. Again I have a num2, that is byte type. So what I am doing here, I am adding these two. Please understand, I am adding these two, num1 and num2, but finally I am telling that you add this one, but convert the answer into integer type. I will store it into integer. Let's run this one. See the changes. Please understand the changes. Maybe we did so many things. See, now also still you are getting 34. But what I will going to do, I will going to convert this one into double now. Double. Okay, I will going to make this one as double. Right. See here, now you see 12.22. Okay, that is number one. Okay, again 22. Okay, that is, what is that? Byte one. Okay, number two is a byte data type. I'm adding both the things, 12.22 as well as 22. Again, this answer I'm converting into double. I'm storing into number 3. Now you see the final answer. You will going to get it in the double type. Got it? Guys, got it? See the variations and see the magic. Yes or not? Having fun? Having fun? Different variations I'm showing. See, a little bit. If you go till some of advanced things. So what I will do here, I will going to convert this one into something like character. Okay, I will take character here. So character number is equal to 22. Otherwise, you provide any character, something like I will going to provide the character, that is A. Okay. Now it will take 12.22 ff. It will take number 1. Number 2 is basically what, that is character. I am giving this one. Yes or not? Add these two. Guys, understand this one. Implicitly, how it will going to do? Okay, here implicitly, after that it will going to do explicitly. So many things are there. Okay, number 1 and number 2. Okay, it will going to add. Again, finally, you will going to get it in the answer in double type. Let's run this one. See, is it nice? Nice or not? Guys, got it? Everyone? Okay, so these are all the variations, guys. You can, I think you people got it. What exactly I'm talking about. I think you people are understood about narrowing, widening, as well as overflow, and a lot of variations I made here. So you follow these things. So nothing is there. Okay. So I think you people got the idea about what is data type exactly, what is variable, why narrowing is required, why widening is required, and what is overflow, and different variations I showed you with the character, double, integer, float, byte, anything you take it. Okay, so all these things it can be done. So this is all the this is all you can able to do in this programming. Okay, these things you can able to do it. Fine.